synergize really well with a bullet time. Wonder if he wants to trade that early skirmishing because he knows, hey, listen, who are the best two targets for a Cataclysm? It's like,
right.
Bulldog's a really good
within kill threat. You can, you know, at least for the one time, afford to lose some HP because you have teleport to just get back to the lane. Teleport is a super valuable summoner spell, or Flash is a super valuable, rather, summoner spell for a champion like Syndra who has no innate mobility, and minus the Scatter the Weak doesn't have any peel. So, yeah, just, you know, I think Bulldog make these, you know, potentially one team fights by LNG even worse for BLG is on.
All right, back to on antics early on here. Oh, the Flash doesn't even get away from the Tempered Fate. I don't think Viper can save him. Beautiful stun from missing into the Scatter of the Weak. All the Syndra damage comes across. Takes a long while to end up killing off missing, and now Viper surrounded 1 versus 4, stunned up against the wall. Missing, getting it done on this Bard.
I think that kind of is a good way to illustrate BLG right now. This Trundle really is that early game bridge. They still can build on it, though. LNG, like we said, just have a little bit more power indexed into them, and now I like this dive coming through.
Yeah, this is not a tank of Cassante, and they don't even need to go for the dive. They're trying to burn down the turret, and they'll get it. Temper Favor this time missing, not going to land it. Immediately gets crashed back down on Croco nearby, though. Flick back lands on the missing, and they pick up the kill. Croco goes in, trades support for support, and now with the Cyclone wants to go after YXL. Shun trying to play bodyguard, but the alcove is not helping them. They got to slam back through. A seismic shot from the grave comes out from YXL. Does Shun have enough damage? No. Public execution going to hit, but not on the Croco. Ben flashes after him and eviscerates him down as Sheer joins the party as well. 2v2 cooking here, but Ben has too many dashes for that pesky. I'm already going against my anti-Viper fanboy propaganda. What I said is not afraid of anybody. He is arcane shifting at Viper. That is a man playing with no fear. And you do love to see it up against, like you mentioned, one of the kings of the marksman class. Missing might get caught here again. It's another flick back from YXL. It's going to set him up for a kill. The Scatter of the Weak from Bulldog. Too little, too late. Pillar onto Bulldog as well. Shun going to run it down. Scatter doesn't land the stun onto Shun, but it pushes YXL away. And with Croco guarding, the rest of the play fizzles out.
And now, I mean, there's so much standing gold onto the map. BLG are going to turn tail onto this Dragon, get their second of the game. But the Herald is also available as 1XN just arcane shifts forward. Now YXL, though, he's actually not going to commit to the kill. But like you said,
spawning on that top side. LNG are going to make the first chess move here. It's a bullet time, traded for a Tempered Fate. And that's a ult economy trade you love of your LNG, not only because they get the tier 1 turret down, but now that bullet time's not available if you rush Octagon here.
And most importantly, BLG had to, you know, kind of play maintenance around that mid-wave, which means LNG can take control of this Otacon, and they're not even willing to let that seep in. They're just going straight for the objective. Bin is actually sectioned off from this fight, so it's very difficult for Ambessa to link up with his team.
All right, BLG, no, the Octagon is nearly taken down. About 5k HP. On is trying to lead the charge through here with Viper. They're going to TP in Sheer and finally bring Bin over. 5v5, battle lines drawn. Stun gonna land onto On. They're gonna try and burn down the Rel, but it's actually Sheer going into the backline. They're going after Viper without the flash. The all-out is gonna pull Viper under the LNG turret. Re-engage though for Bin. Poly execution. He's going after 1XN on the backside. Great Weaver's Wall. Pins 1XN between a rock and a hard place. And can Shun win the smite fight? Yes, he can. Otacon secured for BLG. And it's Bulldog that's now gonna try and do the heavy lifting, but the dashes are too much to deal with. Gigabin is back and ripping, roaring, and ready to go in another game here. Ace to Bilibili Gaming.
BLG
areas going forward in these next couple minutes where they will force LNG to answer their big item spikes. It's Baron in 2.5 minutes, but quietly as well. Hextech Soul is on the board now. While we were watching the replay, BLG got onto that point, and they're looking for a pick on the missing. It's Bin again. He's just so locked into this Demacia Cup so far. Not an easy ult to land. Makes it look easy. Missing down.
I mean, Bin playing like he has something to prove. A lot of people after Worlds 2025 were a little bit concerned with his form, asking questions about what we would be seeing from him in regards to 2026. And it seems like he is answering those questions, not with words, but with a Drake Hound to the face, and the LNG face is getting scarred because of it.
denying the real only burst champion that LNG have as a threat. Kind of feels like a home run pick.
I actually do like the Spirit Visage. I think that you obviously...
Yeah, I could be a 3 items deal with a Hextech Drake on his own. It all starts with mid lane prio. That pain point of the tier 1 turret up for LNG is no more. And BLG have made it clear that they want not just the Hextech Drake, but I really think by them starting this up like this, they want to fight. And they're walking LNG in. TP right on time for Bin. LNG need to keep this game alive, or BLG call quits to our series. This fight really could dictate it. Pillar going to force the Trickster out of Croco. YXL and On are both looking for a flank here. They're kind of entrapping LNG. Bulldog taking a ton of poke. Missing is already far too low. The exhaust will not save him. Viper takes him down. Sheer goes all in, but he is all alone. No further follow-up, and Ben says, your backline is mine. Bullet execution in. Tries to chase down Bulldog. Flashes right after him. One extent doesn't have the damage to deal with Gigabin, and now his one exit has been cut off by a giant Weaver's Wall. A clean as an ace as you can get. BLG back at it, knocking down LNG. It looks like they're going to sweep our series.
And it's BLG at the start of the fight, closing their jaws around the heads of LNG, and they bite them off. Bin with the public execution, allowed to wreak havoc on the backline. And let there be no doubt, let there be no question that BLG came here to play for the next season, and they will be a team you must keep your eyes on.
Talked about, oh, do they trade Hextech Soul and Baron? Overload on the top side is very intriguing, but the main win of that last fight shows up in the items. Rallies is now done for YXL. That's annoying to deal with those slows. LDR done for Viper. Anyone that steps in front of him can get it. Now got Shun as well, super tanky. Bin has a QSS to continue to reset these dashes. It is going to take a mistake from BLG to open this series back up for LNG.
It is, and LNG, you know, they have to find some moment to pull the trigger. They have to find some way to capitalize on this mistake that you're talking about. But BLG, you could see how reserved they're playing, how cautiously they are taking this game. They're not giving LNG an inch to look for any kind of aggressive movements. And all the while, they are slowly closing their grip around this game, around this series.
All missing. Another seismic shove. Able to get a double stun over from his mid laner, so he's safe. But the siege is still coming. Bullet time out from Viper. Not going to find too many marks. Holy excuse me, Bin is going 1 versus 5 in, and he likes those odds. He's somehow surviving and thriving even further, and the rest of BLG come right with their top laner. Big Bad Bin once again calls game, and hopefully this time they give him his goddamn player of the game, because he's player of the series in our minds here.
Yeah, weakest Ambessa, by the way, as BLG just demolish LNG here in game number 2. They leave no doubt to people.